Hello and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Today we're going to find out what's happening with you this week. We have some oracle cards, some tarot cards, a sprinkle of charms, some divination dice, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so let's close our eyes and inhale. Now as we open our eyes and exhale, choose a pile that really resonates with you. Alright, let's do this. Hello, Group 1. Let's find out what's happening with you this week. So here we go. We're going to put this guy over here. And these are your oracle cards, which we'll look right over in just a bit. So on Monday, we have the Ace of Pentacles. On Tuesday, we have the Nine of Wands. On Wednesday, we have the Three of Swords. Thursday, we have the Three of Wands. On Friday, we have the Queen of Cups. On Saturday, we have the Six of Pentacles, and on Sunday, we have the Emperor. Now, we always need a little clarifying. So, clarifying, the Ace of Pentacles is Five of Wands. Clarifying, the Nine of Wands is the Knight of Swords. Clarifying, the Three of Swords is the Hermit. Clarifying, the Three of Wands is the Knight of Wands. Clarifying, the Queen of Cups is the Four of Wands. Clarifying, the Six of Pentacles is the Fool. And then clarifying, the Emperor is the Ace of Wands. Okay. Alright. So the overall energy for the week, there seems to be ups and downs. Of course, there's like little waves, but overall it's a very positive week. So on Monday we have this energy of Ace of Pentacles, which is kind of like some sort of like a gift giving to you, like a sort of like a divine intervention of sorts. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that there's kind of conflicts. There's a lot of, and it seems like an internal, but it could be also an external battle going on where you kind of have to, you're kind of battling for something, right? You're battling. Here you have the little mouse. So battling for something that you want and somebody else wants. And I think you're going to get something from like some sort of a divine intuition that's just going to make this kind of vanish and go away. It's going to maybe give you your own mouse so you don't have to battle it out for others. So basically it's a good thing. It's a good day for you. Okay, so here we have again the Nine of Wands, which is like being very determined to succeed, and the fact that we have the Knight of Swords, it seems like that. I think there's a lot of like sort of like conflict. I think to me it seems like a work conflict, where there's a lot of tension at work, and you have to, you're determined to succeed, and you're going to use this, the Knight of Swords is kind of an energy where you forge ahead, not necessarily with a plan, but you just kind of go for it. You cut away from anything that's binding you, that's kind of getting in your way. So you're basically going to cut away all these guys that are bothering you or that are getting in your way of your success. So I think that's a good thing. So you're going to feel a lot of motion about that. On Wednesday here we have, it's like usually the Three of Swords is like a broken heart kind of. It could be Like, I think it's like, I feel like here, I don't know, it feels like it's you're disillusioned with something, and then that's gonna make you kind of go internally, and just kind of process things a lot better. Like you're trying to find out wisdom in this way. Sorry, got a little, there we go. So that's gonna be Wednesday. So Wednesday is gonna be kind of a calm. You're gonna feel a little bit bad, but it's allowing this feeling of yeah, being disillusioned is gonna really help you in the long run, because it's clarifying. It's giving you clarity in ways that you didn't before. Here, the Three of Wands is kind of like choosing a different path, kind of going off. There's also like when three is involved, again, there's like other people usually. It's like a third party in a sense, but it's, yeah, so there's a, it's kind of like an disbalance, but in a sense that it's an external imbalance, like somebody else is bringing in their influence. So but I think you're going your own way in terms of this. You're going with the Knight of Wands. You see, you have a lot of wand energy here. I mean, Knight energy, and you do have wand energy, but a Knight. So I think there's a lot of moving forward, especially because you have the Knight of Swords and then the Knight of Wands. So you're moving forward towards what your goals are. You know, you're not really letting other people stop you. You're just moving on ahead. On Friday, here you have the Queen of Cups, which is like very intuitive, very happy. She's a very sweet person. So I think you're going to be thinking more about like home life. Here with the Four of Wands, it's like celebrations. It could be, it's also is the twin flames. So it could be that you're thinking about love, your loved one. And if you don't have one, you're kind of planning it out. You know, like you're kind of feeling that energy of love and family. That's what you're going to be thinking about on Friday. Saturday, you have the Six of Pentacles, which is very giving, a sort, like you're feeling very abundant, very giving. You're willing to share everything that you have. You're willing to share it with others, and I think it also means that you're kind of going on an adventure with it. Yeah, like you're putting any kind of like, here I think you've gone over your hermit. You're putting aside all the work stuff that maybe was bothering you, and you're just kind of enjoying your day on Saturday, and you're feeling very giving. So you might donate your time, or just, you know, treat some people, or donate your love, like donate your love, no, share your love, sorry. Okay, on Sunday we have the Emperor. So here is like somebody very logical. Could be your other significant other, if they're like very logical. It could also be you're feeling like, okay, you're moving towards where you want to go, in terms of like with the Ace of Wands, is like in terms of something that, like a project that is creative. See, it's also here in this, it's interesting because you see kind of here the dead tree, but it's still growing. It's growing again. So it could be something that you thought was kind of over, but now it's regrowing, and it's even going more so. Usually the Wands is more creativity. So I think you're taking the next step in terms of something, I think your own creative endeavors. Yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, so here are what we have for the week, just the feeling in the week in general. So we have the Dragons duo, inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. So yeah, I think there's a lot of conflict, so maybe inner, but it's also, to me, it seems like it has a lot to do with other people that you're feeling, that conflict. So I think, and it really, to me, it seems like it's a work thing. It's yeah, here we have emotions are running high. And I love how there's a moon here and there's a moon here. And it's not like, you know, it could have been any kind of other moon, but it's a full moon and full moon. So I think maybe you are having the emotions that are running high. And so I think that Wednesday time, when you're taking time and just kind of going internal, like turning towards more being quiet, more like meditative, to try to sort everything out. I think that's really good. So just be aware that this week can have conflicts in it. It could be just in your own emotional conflicts. So give yourself, if you're feeling like, oh my God, don't beat yourself up if there are such conflicts, because that's not really, that's not really gonna help. All right, so let's think about the love. Let's see what kind of love energy we have during this week. For you, group one, what kind of love energy or okay, new love. Oh, it's interesting. I was getting lots of those in June when I did the June reading. So new love. So there could be a potential new love coming in. Could be the Emperor. Somebody to me, it seems like somebody very logical, or it could be these two knights. So one, like a person that's very straightforward and impulsive in a sense, and another one that's very impulsive but creative. So one's more intellectual, the other is more like passionate and intellectual. There's both a lot of fast moving energy for both of them. And let's just find out what a good idea for, like what would be good for us for this week. So for group one, see what kind of good advice do we have. And here we go. Optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. So I think that is really good. Oh yeah, that's a really good one to have here. Because, you're going to have, I think you are going to feel a little bit out of sorts, is what I would call it. But there's like optimism. So after every rainstorm, there are clear skies. Okay, so let's do Sprinkle of Charms. And also I made these little divination dice. So I just so Q might be something interesting. L, D. So I like to just have D and T. So these might be some interesting letters that might be important. And, oh, I forgot one more. V, oh no, this is Y. And just in case, there's Cancer sign might be important, and an Aquarius might be important for you. So that's good to know. So we have those things. All right, so no matter where, let's look at that. How strong is beautiful. I think you are very strong. I choose to be strong. Here we have the Death, which means that there's like some kind of ending or like a transition into something new. Here we have the Seahorse, which to me is always like somebody that it's very nurturing, wants to take care of you. It could be your new love. Feels like it's an interesting, because I actually associate the Seahorse with the Knight of Cups, but we don't have any of that here. But somehow it seems like that. So it's like yeah, might be somebody a new love who has that for you. You have, I think you put something away that it's going to be helpful, that you might dig up. So it's like, like how a dog kind of buries his bones. Could be that you're also, maybe you're burying your emotions, or have been burying your emotions, and they're going to poof, come back again. So that might be. So it's going to be kind of like an explosion with them. Okay, so I think you're definitely going to choose strong. You're very strong in general, I think. So I thought this was interesting because we have the tree here and the tree here, and they're both with leaves. So I think, so like some sort of passion project is really gonna take center stage, and it's gonna help you be very abundant. With the little cat with the little butterfly in its butt, I always say that you're being taken care of, like you have protection, like higher protection is what I always say, like you're being watched over. And here, give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. So maybe when you're feeling kind of not the best, just always treat yourself the best. Like, like if you're feeling down, instead of like wallowing, just kind of treat yourself, like put on clothing that, make you feel wonderful. That's what I say. We also have the little guy here, so it might have something to do with children. I would say it's an interesting. So children, something to do with children. Interesting. And no matter where, I think you were like, I also want to say like, no matter where or no matter what, I think you will be successful. So I think this week is going to be a bit challenging, but I think if you can remain positive and just always look at, okay, so here it is. So I think I was wondering, it's like, what kind of kid? So just have the kid-like mentality of just like letting things brush off in a sense, and just kind of be very playful this week is what I really want to say. Just be extremely playful and enjoy yourself. I mean, like, even if you have emotions that run high, just let them. Don't feel bad if you do kind of go off. That's okay. Everybody has days where they go off. Okay, so I kind of was shuffling. So here are your apparently two cards for self-care this week. So we have intuition and alone time. Yeah, I think you do need alone time. I think maybe you've been giving too much and you kind of need a little alone time. And do follow your intuition. It's going to really help you. So yeah, I think. So overall, good week, group 1. Just stay optimistic. Do follow your intuition. And if you usually, that, because a lot of people don't know what their intuition is, like kind of the feeling in your gut. It's like that gut feeling. You just really follow it. Sometimes when you first react to something, it's like, oh, it's a natural gut, and then our mind takes over, and then we kind of ignore the gut. So when you have those gut feelings, just kind of follow through on them, and do make sure that you have some alone time, especially like on Wednesday. You're going to need it. Okay, so that's it for you, group 1. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'm very grateful to you for watching this. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I really appreciate if you do that, and because it'll help me grow my channel. And thank you so much. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Hello, group 2. Let's find out what's happening with you this week. Put this over there. So your oracle cards, and we'll look at them in just a bit. But first, let's go. Okay, so Monday we have 5 of Cups. On Tuesday we have Strength. On Wednesday we have Temperance. On Thursday we have Tower. On Friday we have the Page of Swords. On Saturday we have the Knight of Swords. And on Sunday we have 5 of Pentacles. So this is a pretty intense week you're going to be having. Not a bad thing. Just let's find out. Let's clarify all these cards though, okay? Alright, so the 5 of Cups is clarified by the Hierophant. The Strength is clarified by the 10 of Swords. Clarifying Temperance is the Knight of Wands. Clarifying the Tower is the Chariot. Clarifying the Page of Swords is the Hermit. Clarifying the Knight of Swords is the 2 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 5 of Pentacles is the Ace of Wands. That's interesting. Okay. So overall, I think there's going to be lots of ups and downs, but we'll sort through it. Okay, because we have a lot of 5s. That's interesting, too. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups, which usually represents, like here we have the cracked cup, but it's usually 3 cups that are spilled and then 2 that are not. So it's kind of like focusing on spilled milk. So here you're kind of focusing on, to me it always seems like past mistakes, things you regret. So here paired with the Hierophant, it might be, you feel like you might have, I want to say like wronged, or you didn't like learn some sort of lesson from like somebody who, a mentor of some kind. You might feel like you let a mentor down, or like you let somebody who was trying to teach you something down. It might also mean that you just you don't feel like you're following through on promises that you've made. Possibly, I think, to yourself, but also possibly to somebody else. So yeah, this is like an emotional, like feeling sad. Here we have strength. So here again, we have the Ten of Swords. So it's kind of an ending here. So here we have the ending, and you see here over here, we're going to have a kind of like a new beginning. So the strength is that even though you're going to feel crushed, I would say, crushed underneath feelings, I would say, of guilt. I don't know why I'm feeling guilt, but guilt or like sadness, or like you feel like, I feel like you didn't live up to something that you've wanted to. But you're gonna move forward. You're just gonna, you're letting that go, and you're using your strength to get over like anything that made you feel that way. So here we have, on Wednesday, we have Temperance. So you're trying to gain your balance. You're trying to get your footing. You're kind of emotionally trying to get the footing of this. I think it's like, could also be with love here because it has the 2 cups there, which I think in a sense is like, yeah, 2 of cups. There's some sort of like emotional connection. With the Knight of Wands, it makes me think that it might be with somebody who's like, who's very adventurous, moves forward, kind of just like goes forth and chases their dreams and stuff. Like maybe it's what you're trying to be. Maybe you're very cautious in before, and you're trying to balance it out with like kind of like following your dreams, following your passions. It's also with the Butterfly. I think you are going through this transformation, which actually is confirmed again by the Tower. So the Tower is usually like, here we see lots of cracks. So there's like, I think something that you've built that was not on a strong foundation is gonna kind of break away. It's not a bad thing. Tower, usually signifies that something that, it's basically clearing your path of things that really were not serving you. Here I think paired with the Chariot here, it's like, could be that you might have been like, you had a lot of, I don't want to say vanity, but like there was a lot of ego that you're kind of trying to show off. To me, it seems like you have some sort of a mask that I think the Tower is gonna clear you, and it's, yeah. So there's like that Tower moment, and it's gonna get rid of any kind of things that don't serve you, especially in terms of like, I really do want to say you're kind of hiding yourself from something. So that hiding is going to go away, but that's going to make you even stronger because of that. So you have the Page of Swords. So again, it's like it's learning something, but it's learning something. So you're going to have kind of, because of the Tower, you're going to start anew. You're starting like, it's a young energy. There's going to be a lot more reflection, internal reflection, but it's also like you're being very honest, because the swords are kind of very honest. They're that's what it is. It's like you're no longer going to hide behind a mask. You're starting to be who you truly are, and that's definitely on Friday. A lot of stuff is happening this week for you, huh? So you have a Knight of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Again, this is for your Saturday. So this is again like, I'm feeling you're kind of moving forward. You're trying to like tell your truth. You're trying to find balance in action and thought. So you're finding that balance, and you're moving forward. You're cutting away anything that no longer serves you. Here we have, on Sunday, we have the 5 of Pentacles, which means that you feel very scarcity. It's like there's a lot of stuff that is broken. See, like a lot of cracks. That's okay though, because we have the Ace of Wands with it. I think you're feeling very, you had scarcity, but in terms of like, in all sorts of manners, emotionally, I feel like just in terms of a life, you're just feeling really like you don't have, you want to say like you kind of feeling down, depression, I would say. But it's just like you just feel like you don't have enough of love, not enough money, not enough anything, not enough prospects is what I'm hearing. But I really think that you're starting to see that you do. You're starting to cut away things that are like choices that weren't good for you. You're starting to have this focus in your mind. And then here is the Ace of Wands, which is like this new beginning of creative passion. So I think whatever you were doing before, it wasn't really what you really, it was born out of necessity, not out of desire. So I think you're going to be be clarifying that really nicely. So it's going to be an intense week. I won't say that it's not, but you're growing to become even better. Like you're really just, I could see you already. It's like, wow, the person you're becoming is amazing. And the circumstances around you, like more things are coming out of like passion. You're stronger because of it. Okay. So here we have our oracle card. So Dreamwalker, dreams, the collective good, and illusions. I think so. You have the illusion. I think you really have a lot of masks. You try to be something you're not, and I think you're starting to see that. I didn't even read this. Yeah. So you have to show the world the real you. And that's a good thing, though. I think you're starting to, everything that isn't really serving you is going away. And here you have the dreams. I want to think about this as in sense of like, start to dream, like dreams that you really feel passionate about. And then you're starting to understand yourself, and you want to show yourself to the world. All right, so let's find out what kind of energy is happening in terms of love for you this week. Engagement. Oh, this is interesting. So engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's interesting because here you're feeling interest. Well, so that's a good thing. So maybe do you feel like, let me actually clarify. I like to clarify things. So engagement, what does engagement mean? Like what kind of engagement? Six of Wands, yeah. So some sort of victory. Six of Wands is like a victory. So maybe you've had some challenge with your relationship, but I think you're definitely going to be the victor of it, and there'll be like new commitments in terms of, I think, love here. All right, but I think you're going to need to show I think maybe that will help you show the real you, just like getting rid of the mask. Okay, let's see what kind of good advice, general advice we have for this week. Rescue. Help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. Yeah, I feel like that's true. I think you might be okay. I think you might need to ask for assistance, but also, yeah, do give it to somebody else if they need rescue. Like help. We all need help. That's what I say. We all need a little help. And here's some like divination dice that I made. So if this is letters that might be important. S-A H and N. Okay. Oh, sorry. One more. An X. I think it is an X. So maybe we have to resolve some things with your ex. That's just for some of you. I don't know. So an Aries sign is important to you, as is a Pisces. Yeah, a lot of emotion usually with regards to Pisces. Okay, let's do our sprinkle of charms. Oh, we have a lot of sprinkle of charms. Okay, so already telling you right here that you have keys. So you already have everything you need to succeed. You already have it inside you. Love and be loved. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, so do unto others as you want them to be done to yourself. So like, yeah, treat others like if like help others if they need help, and ask for help if you need help. Weakness is a choice. Again, like whenever I get this, it's like weakness is a choice. It's like, but not weakness as in, I think it's more like feeling sorry for yourself instead of like taking action. Like even, so like, and I don't mean just like action in terms of like just picking up and doing something, even just making a choice to like, pull yourself together, like, like, when you're wallowing in pity, it's like, oh, there's like everything just feels really bad. But once you actually start moving forward and away from that, you gain your strength again. So here we have 2 cats. So to me, it seems like first of all, there's a high intuition, but it's also like something that's hidden is going to come to light. Yeah. It's also, since there's 2 cats, there might be like somebody else might also be wearing like a mask around you too. Like there's something hidden about 2 people. Here it's like always when I see this guy, it's like so it kind of goes with act to others how you would want them to act to you, like towards you. So it's like having that dignified sense of being. So we have the 4 of clovers, so there is good luck, something that you're going to be lucky. Here we have the dragonfly, which to me always represents that you're going through like a change, a transformation. And it's also like there's like a illusion magic. So I think the illusions that you kind of set up, the masks that you have, are kind of fading away, and that's a really good thing. How we have the fairy, so I do think that you are being watched over, and I think in here is also like kind of a playful spirit as well. Sorry for the background noise. So here we have the elephant, which means to me that you should move forward slowly and like steadily, take one step after the other, and you'll see that success is available to you. Alright, so let's find out what kind of good self-care you would be beneficial to you, group 2. Okay, we have dance. Okay, yeah, that sounds really fun. And we also have, I had to see it because it was right there. It's also like, look for fairies. Look for fairies. Yeah, I think that would be kind of fun for you. There's fairies around you. Really have that energy again of like having fun this week, like kind of really letting yourself go and just dance out all your emotions, any kind of like, I think you usually, maybe you don't allow yourself to dance. You don't allow you're probably like very self-contained, but I think dancing and then looking for fairies, I think that's just going to be total fun, and it's just going to allow you to get out of your head and just kind of get moving towards you want to go. Okay, group 2, I think you're going to have a interesting week. I think you'll be good. I like that you have luck and that you have the keys. I think I love that you're growing. This is a growing week for you. It's like a good growing week for you. So thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and liking it. It helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate that. I am sending you lots of love and lots of light, and I hope you have a super duper wonderful week. Bye-bye. Oh, group 3, let's find out what we need to, what's happening this week. Okay, so these are your oracle cards, and we're going to look at them in just a bit. So on Monday, we have the 5 of Wands. On Tuesday, we have the 2 of Swords. On Wednesday, we have the 3 of Cups. On Thursday, we have the Page of Wands. On Friday, we have the 8 of Swords. On Saturday, we have the Ace of Wands. And then on Sunday, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's clarify Okay, clarifying the 5 of Wands is the Hierophant. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Clarifying the 2 of Swords is 7 of Swords. Clarifying the 3 of Cups is the Queen, the Empress. The Empress. Clarifying the Page of Wands is Three of Swords. Clarifying the Eight of Swords is the King of Wands. Clarifying the Ace of Wands is the Ace of Pentacles. That's interesting, 2 aces. Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles is the Five of Swords. Okay, so we have interesting things overall. Okay, so on Monday we have, oh, excuse that, sorry. We're getting closer to 4th of July here, so. So, Monday we have the Five of Wands, and we had the Hierophant, which is 2 5s here. So, Five of Wands usually means a lot like conflict. You're kind of dueling it out. Well, duel is 2 people, but you're kind of battling it out. Seems to me like maybe the Hierophant is like, might be an internal struggle, and you're trying to figure out whether to listen. To me, it's always like whether you want to listen to a traditional route that you want to do, or going off on your own. It seems that's always like the Hierophant is like a more traditional. So it's like somebody who's a teacher, but it's somebody who's like more of a traditional teacher versus like, let's say, a creative teacher. Like. So to me, it seems like, especially with the Two of Swords here, on Tuesday we have like a choice. You're not sure which choice to make. So we have with the Seven of Swords here, and usually there's like some sort of deceit. There's some sort of like thievery. So feels like you don't know which way to go. Like you kind of feel tied in this uncertainty. And it makes you feel like maybe since you don't make a choice that you're going to miss out on something. That somebody's going to take something away while you're making that decision. So here on Wednesday we have the Three of Cups, which is like a celebratory, have friendships. Along with the Empress, to me it seems like there's going to be like a lot of feminine energy around you. There's like somebody who's like, has that like a motherly kind of feeling to her. So it's like, I think you're going to be celebrating with somebody like that. It's going to be, so it might be like a girls' night out or something. Or guys' night out, but mostly like it's a feminine kind of energy. So we have the Page of Wands on Thursday. So here is like, Page of Wands is creative. Somebody who's like a student trying to be kind of going off in their own creative. So it feels like here, I do really want to say that. I think you're battling, you're trying to make a decision whether you want to like go more of a traditional route or just kind of follow your heart in a sense. So that is, I think, something that's, like you feel like if and since you have to make that decision, if you go one way, you feel like you won't be like, it's gonna kind of hurt you to make that decision, because it feels like you'll be missing out on something. That's what it is. So that's your Thursday. On Friday, you're feeling kind of like you're bound, you're stuck, you don't know what to do, you feel like you can't really do what you want to do. Again, here it's like you really want to have this King of Wands, which is more of like an entrepreneurial kind of spirit, somebody who just kind of does things. And opposed to, let's say, like here you have the Hierophant, which is more of a 9-to-5 kind of guy. And here we have the King of Wands, which is more of a spirit of like doing your own thing, being more entrepreneurial. So you feel like you can't really make that decision. I think it's like that decision that like you're getting pulled in two sides, and I think that's making you it's kind of, that's what this feels like, this energy this week. So here we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So I think based on this, you're going to see that there's like a new beginning, definitely with passion, but it's also a new beginning here that was like a divine kind of beginning. So it's like you're being given a gift from the divine. So, and the fact that with the Pentacles, it's like helping you monetarily too. So I think it's like maybe you're beginning to get new ideas. I think you might be gearing more towards being an entrepreneur, and because I see this new beginning with the wands, which is like more passion based than it is anything else. So passion, and then here we have a gift. So it's going to be interesting. I think Saturdays are going to be a really good day for you. On Sunday, here we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is again, you're just harvesting all the seeds that you've put in. You're feeling there's a lot for you. There's a lot of like abundance around you, and you're just harvesting all these things that you've been doing. Here with the Five of Swords, it means to me that that you are starting to like, you're putting away, you're deciding, you're making the decision, and you're kind of letting it, the decision is coming more from your heart, but it's also just kind of seems to me like it's divinely done. You're just kind of like letting go of control of trying to make the decision in that sense, and you're just like seeing that it's going to work out one way or another. Like either path that you choose will be all right. So here we have that. I see like a lot of good things happening. Here we have the two, which is Sun Dancers, and we have Believe in the Impossible. Okay, so Sun Dancers is joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. Yeah, I think you're starting to see that. We have that on Wednesday. You feel that a lot on Wednesday. You also feel it a lot on Saturday and Sunday. And here I think believing in the impossible. I think part of the reason why you're like hesitating is because you don't think your dreams can actually come true. And I think here we have a sign that yes, they are possible. Yes, you know, like it can come true. Just you have to believe in yourself and in your dreams, and just have a lot of fun. Like a celebration of life usually does bring abundance. You know. Okay, let's see what kind of love energy is for you available this week. So let's see what. Oh, that's a lot. So we have true love, and I also have this one. So let go of control issues. Yeah, I think there is a lot of like control for you in terms of making decisions. And true love, I love that. This is the romance of a lifetime, and allow this situation to unfold naturally. So it might be that you have somebody in your life, and you're still like, don't try to control it. It will unfold naturally. The more you try to control things, the more you lose control of things. It's really funny, right? That's how life works in that kind of a way. So just trust and believe in the impossible, and just keep celebrating life, and you'll see that a lot of good things happen. All right, so let's see what kind of general advice we get from the sea melodies. Okay. Reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Okay. That's really nice too. So I think it's just time for you to reflect, I think. Well, that's pretty much what it is, right? Instead of like trying to control, just give yourself time to think, I guess, or to clear all the busy thoughts and looping thoughts in your head. Let them go and see what new things come out. And these are my little divination dice. So it's U, I like that, D, see what other, M, K. Oh, K or J. Seems like you wanted to both go with it. I always love to look at this. I'm like, oh, what's interesting. It's like U, I think, is important. And we have Aries and Scorpio. Okay, so we have, those might be important to you as well. So let's see if we can get this to be. And let's see what Sprinkle of Charms. Okay, Sprinkle of Charms. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I just want to make sure it does not. Okay, it just wishes to be fuzzy. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my goodness, we have the witch's hat. Okay, come on, focus. All right, there we go. The witch's hat is amazing. That means you have a lot of power. You have magic in you. and that means to me is also like you can manifest things that you want. So that's important. You have the key, so that's important. You have all the things that you need to succeed are with you. I love you. So there's like, yeah, it seems like there's a big, strong love coming up. Like it's really strong here. It might seem like to me when I see these two hearts, there's a big love here, and there's like definitely a lot, but there's also like an imbalance in love. So watch out for that. Oh my God, you have two keys. Seriously, you have everything you need to succeed. Turtle means take it easy. Like basically take it easy. Do things slowly. You don't have to rush. The Pegasus means that you're like, again, I think the believe in the impossible. You are flying. You're moving ahead. Weakness is a choice. This came out with the other time, and then this is like basically, if you choose to wallow and have self-pity, that's not really gonna move you forward towards what you want, your dreams. So, and again, like it's a choice. You get to choose how you react to things and how you like how you react to circumstances, people. And here it's like you do unto others what you would have done unto you, and that's like a really simple thing to go by, but that's really important. So like treat others how you would want to be treated. I think that is pretty, like that is important indeed. So like if you, for example, I don't know, it seems to me like love and just control. Like if you wouldn't want somebody to control you, so don't try to control others either. Just allow things to flow naturally. So like if you want people to love you, love them too. Like, it's that with what we give out to the world or to the universe, that always kind of comes back to us. So if we're like being negative, negativity comes back to us. If we're being loving, love comes back to us. If we're being abundant, abundance comes back to us. Law of attraction, if you will. I'm a big fan of it. So, okay, let's see what group 3 you need for self-care this week. What would be great for self-care for group 3? What is the best? Now we might do 2 because the other 2, like the groups have gotten 2. So, oh yeah, these 2 actually. These 2 wanted to come out together. So, okay. Write a gratitude list and sound healing. Okay, that's really interesting. So yeah, write a gratitude list. Again, it's again. So peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. I think that to me it's more like what you give is what you get, like that kind of feeling. So like if you're giving out gratitude, you're going to receive gratitude too. Gratitude usually is the core for like abundance and everything. So like what you're grateful for, you'll receive more of. And then sound healing, that's just good. I think that would just be good to clear out anything that it's kind of bothering you, especially during, I think you're going to have a lot of looping thoughts, a lot of like, since you're trying to make a decision of some sort, you're like feeling pulled in 2 directions. The sound healing might really help you just kind of calm down those thoughts. All right, group 3, I think this is going to be a really cool week for you. I'm really excited that you got the witch's hat. I'm so excited for you. Okay, sorry about that. So again, I hope you have a wonderful week, group 3, and if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps me grow my channel, and that I would really be grateful to you for it. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.